of the one and the end of the war.
Right.
Is
You
it
gotta put
over?
it in there if you're gonna put the
Neo's
intro, because
presence
people
within the
think we're
Matrix
watching a whole
sparked
nother
a
movie.
new
Like
exodus
it's an
of
upload
potentials.
video. You know what I mean?
But because they were unable to stop Neo, the machines turned their attention to those within their grasp. Sentinels set a trap for one of our ships, and from the ship's mainframe, they extracted a list of potentials. The agents leveled their wrath on the helpless, and Neo was the only one who could stand against them.
They took the red pills, got the agents on your ass.
Now you know that this don't make no kind of sense. Scared of pain, so you fear hurt. I don't celebrate till the body's near dirt. Go to hell, they gon' tell you I was there first. Every opponent will tell you I was there worse. Having bad hunger pains and severe thirst. Have your earth in all black in the rear hearse. Too sticky to let the drama slide. And the sight of the blood will leave you traumatized. I can't do no wrong, least in my mama eyes. I got a gun in the truck, that's little mama size. That boy died from vocal homicide. The voice, the flow, and the way that he harmonized. Those that's real see the truth beyond the lies. In real life, I'm living proof we on the rise. Yeah, I was too smart to play with the dummies. Rather you kill yourself, save me the money. From the bottom, I don't mind if you pay me in 20s. They pop a lot of shit, but soon as you see them, they mummies. Ha ha ha, you guys is funny. We fresh to death, they alive and bummy. Plug told me 3 words, supply the country. I told him that the bullets and the 45s is chunky. That's why they say you can never get too comfy. Trips out of town, my lump sums come monthly. Might as well all team up and come jump me. This is uneven, I'm the only one breathing. Everybody get they turn, it's sun season. I'm only here for that paper, one reason. Nobody cares though, everybody's a weirdo. Dudes watching your back, tell me who watching theirs though. All you gonna see is the fire from out the air holes. Stick up kids get the desire to hit your earlobes. Left lane, all you hear is my gears, yo. Crown been in my closet for a couple of years, yo. Okay, enough with the foolery. And the costume jewelry. It ain't much you can do to me. The art of war ain't new to me. Little nigga, you better Google me. The city was mine after they said Big's eulogy. Oh man. Jadakiss sees it. The massacre, telling you, I don't know if I can guarantee your safety next week. Jadakiss sees it. T5DOA. Don't ever forget that.
Philadelphia, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's my man right there. What movie was that nigga in, yo? Yo, you see, you notice, look, you seen he was at the computers, right? I told you in these movies they be having these they got the black people to be the tech gurus and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, like they helping white people from base and shit. They always do that shit. It's part of the movie agendas and disrespecting us, you know, systematically. You know what I mean? I say peace and benediction, man. You know, I'm down here by the art museum. I think I might come back up here. I'm gonna swing down past the water on the other side and then come back. I think I might do the rest of my stream from over here.
Okay.
Kelly Drive and shit, and they got the Ferris wheel and all the shit. I'm gonna go up and sit up on the art museum steps, possibly. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm taking the scenic route into the city. Into Center City. I'm already in the city.
Right. Philadelphia.
It's my city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just.
I'm down here.
Know.
Right.
And I'm in the. I got my California shirt on. Man. Philadelphia.
Right.
Philadelphia. My shirt say California. You can't see it though. Cause I'm using the iPhone today, and my iPhone camera is like super dim, so you can't see shit at night. Like I'm not quite sure why that does that, but whatever.
Right.
Man, we got some shit. What the fuck is going on in the news today?
Right. Yeah.
Fucking crazy shit, man. So, yesterday I wanted to talk about this Sesame Street situation. So
I got the.
today a brother got arrested at Sesame Street for protesting up at Sesame Street over the video that went viral over the Sesame Street characters like knocking over kids and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Curving
like
them.
now you're not wanting to hug kids and
black ones.
I do gotta say that black people, I can hear people saying this, right? I can hear people right in my head right now, saying this after I say what I'm about to say. Like they would be saying, and I would say it like this: although Sesame Street was allegedly invented in Harlem for black children, right? Sesame Street today is not for black children. It's just not. It's stolen. It's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And even if that that wasn't the case, that's why I say allegedly for black children, because those fucking characters on Sesame Street don't represent black people or black children whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So the end result is that our children idolize fictional characters. You know what I'm saying? We don't idolize our predators. We should be teaching our children to idolize our predecessors, not fictional characters. You know what I'm saying? People who actually made a difference and paved the way for us to be able to enjoy certain amenities. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't say luxuries. But why wouldn't we teach our children that? Just like with the whole concept of what's that? Christmas. They talking about Christmas in July. These white people. I don't know what the hell is done with this Christmas in July shit. But but I guess technically today would be Christmas in July. You know what I mean? But you teach your kids to give or thanks or to be good for some fat white man with a red suit, cat burglar to creep in your house and shit. Reverse cat burglar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why would you do that when you should simply teach your children, the value of a dollar and work ethic and budgeting, simply because you were the one who saved up your money all year to have a Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that's what you choose to do.
Yes. Who's the first superheroes? Who's supposed to be the first superheroes?
Your parents. You know what I'm saying? And the parents are supposed to try to be superheroes indefinitely. Like, you're not supposed to pass the torch off to Spider-Man or Wolverine or
Jordan.
These fictional
or LeBron
or some rapper on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of people just be wanting to have babies. They're not ready to be parents because you being a parent means that you have to start stepping your game up. You got to start stepping your level of knowledge up. You know what I'm saying? Everything, all your skills have to be stepped up, because as this child gets older, they're coming and growing into a young person, and you're responsible.
They're asking you.
Right.
Yep.
So you can't
straight up.
Out here like, oh, I don't know, ask Google or ask this person. And what you think that's going to do to how they view you? They're going to view you as secondary.
Their self-esteem.
Right.
Right.
My dad don't
their
know
self-esteem alone.
Shit.
Right.
So to be
the first time you ain't got that answer.
Right. So to be that superhero in your kid's life, you got to be knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be teachable, so you can get that additional knowledge to be able to disseminate that and get and give proper discernment to your children. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you're not doing that, you're literally giving your minds and your child heart and mind to somebody else.
Fact.
So.
And at this point, we just went through some shit that if you ain't educating your children over, we're gonna be in trouble even more so. Yeah, and it seemed like this is the.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it seemed like this generation once again. It's almost like when the grandparents had learned to read through teaching their grandchildren because they got, they got placed with them. I'm not gonna say stuck with them because I mean, as regular black folks, we took on other family members that wasn't even ours. You dig what I'm saying? In order for us to get somewhere, in order for us to get education, because we knew how hard it was for whoever it was that had to get that person up. We wasn't never talking about nobody. It was just the fact that we know overstood as a people that it wasn't your situation, and you know what I mean. We got a little bit more. We could help. We could help here. Whatever happened to that? The help center. You know what I mean? What Weezy was talking about on the Jefferson.
Right. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I seen a girl writing, a girl I know too. She wrote on Facebook today. She said stop raising your sons to move into women's houses.
Yeah.
To raise your
Mm-hmm.
sons to own everything that they have. And I
Right.
agree with that statement. And I agree with that statement. But
Right.
part of that I do have to address, and I did address, and I said something similar to this. I said, well, does that mean that uh, the women of the 19th and the 21st century were bums? Under that logic, was
Huh.
great grandmom a bum? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because granddad took her in and financed her lifestyle because he loved her,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Did
Mm-hmm.
granddad love a bum? Should granddad had scrubbed that relationship and got with a thoroughbred bitch or some, you know what I'm saying? So a bitch
Right. Right.
of good stock. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff. Right. With the
Their
good
love,
hair.
right? So their genuine love for each other, did not matter because of some financial deficit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how do we sound? How do we sound saying
That sound
shit
like
like that?
prearranged marriage.
It's
Right.
it's like it's sad because like I understand what you're saying, but it's like we're not addressing the fact that we are living behind enemy lines in a country in a system that wasn't set up for us. So we try to
Right.
navigate in this place the best way we can, and our ancestors understood that. This is why our ancestors were
Right.
married more. They were married more back then than we are now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, all right, no, just like no man is going to be with a woman and watch her struggle. You know what I'm saying? No man is going to do
Right.
that. He's going
Not
to
at all.
he's if I see you need money for your bills and I got the money, I'm gonna give you the money. Even if I don't got the money, I'll go out and try to make the money. You know what I'm saying? Just try to
Right.
sell something
If
of
we
mine
working
and shit.
together.
Right.
Right. If we
So
working together.
so it's like if a man if a man is willing to do that for you, then what are you willing to do for that man, for that father of your child? You know, for that for
Right.
that balance in your household and all that. You know what I'm
For
saying?
that
Because
person
like
that
what I
stepped
was
up.
saying to her is what I said to her. I said, well, the thing is that and it's 70% of black people live in single parent households. So these
Right.
ain't shit young boys that's being produced are being produced by black women. They're not being produced by they dads or their granddads because they're not
Right.
even being allowed to being around them, let alone meeting them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
How many young boys know their granddad, let
Right.
alone they dad? We already know that they be having daddy
Dad
issues, but how
issues.
how many of them know their
Right.
granddad? How many know
Right.
who? How many of them know who their great granddad was? So you know what I mean?
Right.
We see a lot of
Some of
women
them
who
young enough to
literally
still be here.
right. We see a lot of women who literally chisel men out of their child's life. Especially you take
Right.
a black boy who is around, white people most of the time. Coming up in the public school system, he's being taught by
Right.
by white women. You know what I'm saying? And maybe
Right.
it might be a white dean or a principal or something there, right?
Right.
But for the
Right.
most part, they're either around black women and white people, and the black man is
Mm-hmm.
rarely in the equation. So
Right.
number one, this black boy has no base of reference. He has nothing to he has no measuring stick. So all right, if he's not being shown an adult version of him, basically, how does he what does he have to reference? Other white people. You know what I'm saying? So this little boy is growing up with the only other references of men or masculinity that he's seeing is either on TV or coming from some white people because or is being displayed in a negative way, some street shit that you're seeing on TV or in the hood or whatever. But there's no positive representation of male prowess in his child's life. You know what I'm saying? Which is a serious problem. Let me cut the light on. It's a serious problem. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's like, what do you expect to happen? Like, you know, you got a lot of young boys out here that's feminine. You got a lot of young boys out here that's just like straight up weak. They don't know how to carry themselves. They can't defend themselves. They can't balance their emotions properly because they've been raised to be emotional and not logical. You know, there's a lot of problems that come from that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now in this present day, you got a lot of women complaining about the finished product. You know, a lot of these dudes out here that they, you know, and that's just the problems that come from dealing with the single parent household vibes. That's not to mention all of the programming and the mental attacks and the chemical warfare and the
incarceration.
The negative stereotypes, the influencing, the indoctrination, all of that stuff on top of that, right? And the fact that we behind enemy lines. You know,
and the fact that black women keep their foot on black men's neck just to be doing it.
So it's like when our own sisters is like pulling out this ranking system, there's a lot of things that they're not factoring in. You know, the biggest thing being that we are behind enemy lines. You know what I'm saying? I can't stress that enough. You know, if we was in a different country and shit, if we got dropped off, like people probably could understand that shit better. You know, after watching like Stranger Things or something. You know, so if we was in Russia in a different country, and we here like fending for our life and shit, and for whatever reason, these people was taken to me better than they taken to you. You would be looking at me like, yo, what the fuck? You just gonna leave me hanging? You know what I'm saying, we came to this country together. You know what I'm saying, we fell into this predicament together, and because these people are taking a liking to you, you just gonna run off with them and hang out with them, and you're gonna leave me to get fucked up by the rest of these people? You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening in our societies. That's what's happening with our people. Is that these people are obviously taking a liking to these sisters, right? They're taking a liking to these sisters. You know, everywhere you look and see, they got they got black women posted on the wall or running a corporation or something like that. A movie coming out, something that's been they're trying to sell you or geared to you. You know what I'm saying? So what's the flip side of that?
Yeah.
The flip side of that is them controlling the narrative and pushing this agenda that black men ain't no good and they don't exist and they're economically not viable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, you know, you see this, and this is being interwoven into the psychology of people, so that they accept this notion that black men ain't shit, that black men aren't worthy, or black men ain't this and that. You know what I mean? So it takes extreme, sinister, and relentless, you know, mind control to convince the people in the world that the people who have the highest statistics and have the records for all of the negative statistics in the world, they have broken every record for all of the negative statistics in the world. They have broken every treaty that they ever signed with anybody, right? Which makes them the most dangerous and the most untrustworthy group of people ever to exist. But somehow these people have tricked the world that brothers are the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. That is amazing. You know, nobody can front. That's fucking crazy when you think about it. Like, damn. How the fuck did you trick the world? How the fuck did they trick the whole world into thinking that we the fucking problem after everybody in the world got a story about how these people came in their life and fucked them up?
Right.
They write songs about it and say, yeah, these people, everything was cool until these people came and fucked this up and they stole our land and killed our, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's amazing.
They had to get other countries to agree on what happened in history. That's how fucked up it is. You know what I mean? Like if shit was really how shit was, then everybody would know. If you look, you don't have to remember nothing if you're telling the truth. You dig what I'm saying? You don't have to go be like, hey, look, check this out. Look, remember that time when we whipped y'all ass? Look, we're gonna write this down. We whipped y'all ass. Y'all won this one, but we want no. Nigga, if you even have to have that talk with other places, you is not who you say you is. You dig what I'm saying? Like hell nah, bruh. And everybody else that that isn't in agreement or wasn't in agreement, you've either disrupted their situation. There's been a coup there, but these people are they're non-existent, and you really disrupted that shit. And on some oops, my bad. You mean to tell me, bro, they really just destroyed hella people and hella other shit? Oops, our bad. We just wanted to be over there. We needed y'all shungite.
Right.
Oh, speaking of shit, hey, look.
Speaking of taking a liking, let me pull up this clip right here. This is insane.
Segways. Segways charge.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Time out.
All right.
They telling me something. Hold on. What y'all saying?
Mm-hmm.
I might have to redo this video real quick.
Okay.
This is insane, man. But you know these people. I'm not even surprised with these motherfuckers. Yo. I'm really not.
Right.
Because this is the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you know, these people obviously is taking a liking to the sisters for obvious reasons. You know.
Right.
You
Got
know.
some
You know.
black tourmaline.
You know. It's at some point in time you got to question the moral turpitude of the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, if we can like protest in the street and say no justice and no peace, obviously these people don't care about peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The fuck you mean?
If anything, they don't want peace either. That would be something that they would be in agreement with. They don't want peace because obviously they won't let you have peace. So saying that you won't allow peace to exist because you're not getting justice is just a misnomer, to say the least, because you're definitely not getting peace anyway without you protesting or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
You know, they haven't even go
what?
on. No, I was gonna say they haven't even they haven't even unleashed the Klan. Speaking of peace, they make sure they disrupt nighttime. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, like we're just talking about these groups and individuals. Like somehow because it's been peace, because it's been calm and nobody's retaliated, or they haven't seen any of our history that's been hidden from us about the way these people handle situations that seem to get out of hand and it's not in their favor. You know what I'm saying? Just because they hid some of them them news clips and shit that really happened when people got to acting irate. You dig what I'm saying? That they feel like that shit ain't finna happen again. And the fact that these people got better equipment than they had before should scare you even more. You dig what I'm saying? They prepare for your ass this motherfucking time. How about that? Let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't that same protest you used to have. That jumping on car shit is out. Watch this.
No, I'm gonna try to pull up this video now and see if it play now.
Right.
If they're gonna still give me a hard time about this.
Yeah, they're gonna throw your ass through a window.
Your browser lost connection.
Oh yeah. They had a line like a patient.
So you can't see that video?
Nope, not yet.
Why is
Nope.
it saying?
You might have.
Oh, all right. No, I know what happened. I'm
Okay.
in a whole wrong room and shit. That's why.
Right. You lost a person.
That shit was
You lost
playing
in
in the room. I'm like, why that shit ain't playing? What's going
on? Right. I got you. There he is. Remote activated.
Let me cut that. You had to cut my remote off. mean, my microphone.
Right.
Can't. Somebody need to cam up. You need to cam up. Stop playing.
Right. There it is.
All right.
Ex-boyfriend's dad. And ladies, make sure you meet the entire family first, okay?
Look at this.
Because this man
talk about
sweeps me up.
What?
Look at this shit.
Hey.
It's my ex-boyfriend's dad. And ladies, make sure you meet the entire family first, okay? Because this man sweeps me off my feet. And remember, it's better to cry in a private jet than in economy.
Right.
And you know, they can just have little trinkets. Look, 23 years old, he's 89.
Be my sugar daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Sugar daddy.
He love me, he give me all his money. That Gucci brother come be my sugar
you know,
daddy.
You think back, like, you know, just like a Citizen Man was saying, he was pointing out how, you know, sisters was marrying the slave masters, and then when the slave masters was dying, they was running the plantation and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's something that's like natural in women that they are more submissive, but then it's like it's something that pushes them over the edge or unlocks something sinister in them. Like, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like you don't care what happens to people, only if you get what you want.
Out the situation.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
right.
you know, for you to like go against your natural behavior, you know, to get like little trinkets and money and shit, and but at the same time, like you get ran through by old white dudes, like and like you wrecking the family, like
right.
Talk about a home record. Talk about a home record. You think her ex, as she call him, or his son, right? You think he came to the wedding? You think how do you think how do you think the relationship is with dad? She probably destroyed that whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Dear old dad, huh?
Because dad, you know, obviously these dudes are sexual deviants. You know, so they willing to double cross their own family and, you know, and spend all their money to, you know, just to get something that they don't even deserve, really. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, how come we don't see a world where sisters is more reluctant to give themselves to slavers and people that they know that are like reducing them? Like, you know, we see how people always talk about people being misogynistic and wanting to be respected. You know, a lot of that rhetoric is put on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Luke or Snoop Dogg, if Luke or Snoop Dogg or somebody like that make a record, you know, there's arguments about disrespect. But when white dudes pull out a briefcase and say, "Yo, let me get some of that poom poom," there's no argument for disrespect there. You're just magically in love with somebody that you wouldn't be in love with if they didn't have money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's some hypocrisy there. You know what I'm saying? And is man, not right is an understatement. You know? Just like
what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Not right is an understatement, man.
Right. Exactly.
You know, this shit is spooky, man. And I mean, I had a clip from Snoop, right? Since we just talked about Snoop, I'm gonna play this clip right here when he was in a Breakfast Club, and he was asked about some of the lyrics that he used to make. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, lyrics given the climate of what's happening today with women's empowerment, and be like, damn, that was kind of fucked up that I said that.
Nope, hell no, that was me. I love every motherfucking man. Fuck them hoes.
Man,
straight
stop,
up.
man.
Fuck a
Snoop,
bitch.
Damn. God damn. Now, Snoop, he was pretty harsh right here. I'm not quite 100% sure the context of what was being said to him. So I mean, I don't agree with what he's saying, but I'm not like chastising him for saying it. But one thing I do want to point out is, like I said before, Snoop is exempt from all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I said, with the whole, he avoided the whole Me Too movement, even though he was on camera with what, thousands of women. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say that I seen him do anything because I never really watched them Jones. I just know he was there. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't be outside the realm of reality, like I said before, if these women was to be coming out and saying that Snoop did this to me and did that to me and took advantage of me.
He just had
You
a
know,
situation. He just had a situation like that. He just like came up out of a situation like that. I don't know if he up out of it right now, but I know that shit just happened. Some shit that happened like umpteen years ago or some shit. You feel what I'm saying? At a party that,
it's
you know what I
crazy
mean?
because
Motherfucker don't even remember being at.
I called it. You know, I said that shit like probably like almost a year ago in the video. I was talking, and I had, his name came up, and I was like, yeah, isn't that shit crazy how he avoided the whole Me Too movement shit? Because the Me Too movement was probably like a year or two ago. So
Right.
when that was going on, I was like, damn, like it's crazy how they got everybody, but they ain't get Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's why this situation happened with Snoop because of what he said on the radio right here. Fuck them hoes and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's crazy. This is like, of course we know that the things that like I can't cape for Snoop and doggy style. Nothing. We know that shit helped to
Mm-hmm.
destroy the mindset of black people and get both black men and women to disrespect black women. So it wasn't just like this one-sided man thing that they try to make you understand or make you think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would say that sisters probably use the word bitch more than anybody nowadays. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, if you sit and listen to how
Ouch.
girls talk to their girlfriends, come on, bitch, you whore.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Speak to her like they
Ooh.
talking crazy. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
like,
This
man,
it's
like,
definitely a movie. It's definitely a movie right now. They
and it's like
definitely do got some.
being immersed in this culture and shit. It really make these sisters like um they want to be
Lost all
white.
of it.
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
just call it what it is. They want to be white. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mm-hmm.
when we say that, not all, but it's too damn many
Yeah.
because those sisters are my sisters. So when they start acting crazy, right? It don't matter if it's
Right.
2 or 3 of them, or if it's 400,000 of them. It's too damn many. So
Right.
it's not all. Well, it's enough to be compatible. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Enough to bring to the table.
Right. I look at this shit
So
right here. Look at this shit right
you
here.
just
Now you let me know if this was funny because maybe my comedy is off. I don't know.
Frederick.
mm.
What in a slumbering Negro. Frederick, arise. Arise, Frederick. You and your heathen child. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it not feed a rich bitch o'clock yet?
Right.
Is it not?
Right.
Frederick, brunch and mimosas. I'm hungover.
Hungover. Right. Real funny, right? So this black girl
What?
who
Mind the
is
house?
got fine hair and trying to talk like a European woman, and she's
Mm.
called
Oh.
even went as far as to call this brother right here a
Oh.
slumbery Negro, a Negro.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow. And
Mm-hmm.
you see how much people do for the gram and shit. And it's like, remember he said how these people take a liking to the
Good.
sisters, and it's like you give them a pass, and they can be a part of your racist ass world and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this
Right.
is the part where they gotta pay their dues. This is the part where they willingly pay their dues because it says something about an oppressed group of people when whenever they get an opportunity to get out of a level of poverty, and the first thing that they do is try to mimic their oppressors. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, these people are trying. They're trying to be like their oppressors. So she's going in the room, and she's talking to a black man, right? And she's calling him a slumbering Negro. Now, of course, I can hear people saying, "Oh, this was a joke," and it's all. But look what we think is funny, right? When Jewish people, if somebody make jokes about Jewish people and the Holocaust and shit like that, do they think that shit is funny? No, because they value their culture. So we think that when somebody disrespects us, or when our sisters go and try to act like they somebody else, because I assure you that's not a joke. That blonde hair is not a joke. She might be using that accent from time to time, but she really carries herself like a European woman because that's what's ingrained in her mind. You know what I'm saying? Just like Shahrazad Ali said. She said that the European woman has been the point of reference, since the time of slavery. So that's the only thing that black women have had to look at as a reference point. So now that they technically get the bag, they're going to go and emulate all of the things that's been ingrained in black women's head over a century now. Or you know what I'm saying? Over you know what I mean? Centuries now.
Right.
So watching white women, how they dress, how they carry themselves, how how they talk, all that shit, they've been watching them. And now they're mimicking that shit inadvertently, don't even realize it. How like everybody say blondes have more fun and all that kind of shit. So this is why you see some of the girls that they dark as midnight with blonde hair and red lipstick. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't even fit with your skin complexion. But in your mind, you think that's cute because these people have taught you that this is the archetype for cuteness, for being
Assimilation.
attractive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, assimilation. The more that you can look European, the more that you can look like these white people, then you're attractive. So this is why. So this girl is really feeling. She's really, even though this is a joke, she's really feeling herself by coming in here, and she got a bell. She went and got a bell. She thinks she's a London European, lady of the land or some shit like that. She thinks she married to a lord, and she going down into the gallows to lord over a slave, a slumbering Negro, as she calls him. You know what I'm saying? So her doing this makes her think that she's a special nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like how we talked about before, how people think that they special. They think they special. Oh, I don't eat watermelon. I don't eat fried chicken. I'm a special nigga. You know what I'm saying? And anything how people can individualize themselves and then, either remove certain stereotypes or add, other accolades, to their resume, so to speak. This is what makes them, better than the average Negro, right?
Right.
As she would say, you know what I mean? So
Hey,
for her to say that he's a slumbering Negro, that implies that she's not, and she's an aristocrat or she's sophisticated. As a matter of fact, she said what she is. She said what she is. She said she's a rich bitch, right? Now remember we said women using these terms sometimes more than we do. Now if I call a girl a bitch, there's only one setting. There's only one setting that I can use that, and I had to throw a bad in front of it. If I say that's a bad, if I say that's a bad bitch right there, then yeah, I can get away with that. But any other thing, is crazy. But but think about how they talk. Think about how women talk to men, talk crazy to men, cuss at them, challenge them to fights and shit. You got a lot of imagery on TV right now. Like I was showing Reese, the Equalizer, TV show, and he couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, did they? And this is part of the shit that they put in women's head where they think that they can fight dudes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, even when you think, oh, look, matter of fact, I got a clip right here. Think about how girls talk to their kids. I seen too many times. I seen women like talking crazy to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And like cussing their kids out and all that. Like that should be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
The talk you should have had before you left the house.
Yeah. The kids is paying attention, man.
You should have had that talk before you left the house. You don't have that talk in public. If you gotta wait till you're in public to have that discussion.
Like look at this clip right here. Kids is paying attention, man. They paying attention. You might not be paying attention, but they paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit is crazy. Watch this shit. Let me load this joint up real quick. Did it come up? I guess it's coming. Or did I fuck it up? What happened? Oh, here we go.
Struggle streaming. Oh, here we are.
Struggle streaming, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. And what is she doing? What is she doing? What do you think she's doing? You want to bet? Want to take a wild guess?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think she's doing? Look at that. Look. You should get it by now. Look. Look.
Mm-hmm.
They paying attention to what y'all doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. So this little girl, she probably can barely talk, but she been watching her parents or somebody enough that she know that people take this rectangle thing right here and prop it up somewhere and then do a dance. I know that. So this little girl, this is something that's probably is new to society. You know what I'm saying? Because phones are relatively young. So these children are like, this is learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing adults or, older people using these phones. They might not be 100% sure as to what that is, or even if it's a phone.
Right.
Some of these children do know what a phone is. They're able to use it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really crazy when you think like damn, like, first of all, who the hell phone is that?
Right.
I'm assuming that that's the person's phone who's videotaping this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, y'all brave as shit. To even had this little girl like drop your phone all on the ground and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no catching that joint.
And that's how young she is that you would be questioning whether she would even carry that phone safely or not.
Right.
That's how young the kid is. You know what I mean? Like, that's reference point.
And like, nobody should be giving phones to kids, especially not that age anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they bones is more like cartilage. So
right.
the radiation and shit that's coming off of them phones, it's not even good for you. It's not even good for humans. Adults. You know what I'm saying? So for a phone to a child is a form of child abuse. I'm gonna call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a form of child abuse, man.
Right.
It's not smart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not smart at all.
Yep.
But who the hell knows that? People just go on with whatever and just do whatever. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Good.
Oh yeah, but I got some clips that I want to play right here. Pointing out some of these hypocrisies and shit. But shit, it was hot as shit today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck. Start getting incinerating hot.
Well, it was
100
getting
degrees. Dumbass hot.
It was 100 degrees over
here. Oh yeah, that's minimum. Right.
Yeah, it was hot as
Hey, but we be having like a 30-degree temperature change. Like right now, you might need a coat. You know what I mean? When you go outside, because it's cold, it's blowing. You feel what I'm saying? But earlier, it was dumbass hot.
Listen, I don't know all about that, but I do know that it's like an epidemic going on with motherfuckers wearing hoodies in 90-degree weather. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with these motherfuckers, but I'm seeing a lot of motherfuckers, preferably young motherfuckers, wearing these hoodies. And they got hoods on. Like, I seen a boy, he was sweating, almost looked like he was about to fucking drop dead. He had sweatpants on and a hoodie on. And he wasn't like working out, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, up in the Chinese
stationary.
I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So, I'm willing to bet that these people that's like wearing these hoodies, they might have like some form of
go outside.
What's that shit called? Anemic. They might be anemic.
Right. Anemic. Yep.
Right. And from what I understand about people that are anemic, they have like some type of immune deficiency.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something with their immune system that makes their temperature drop. Right.
Right. Right.
And that's interesting because I've never seen this many people wearing hoodies in 90-degree weather ever in history. Yeah, and if anything, a person wearing a hoodie in weather was like a staple of something that's about to happen. You know, that meant like, okay, this person's got the ratchet, and you know they about to pop off or something. You know, this person
it's about to get ugly in these parts.
Yeah, it's about to get ugly.
Context clues.
So,
yeah. Context clues lead me to believe.
Now, you know, like the young boys, like they be wearing like, you know, with the whole pandemic, you know, situation, they was wearing the hats and the face mask and the ski mask. They got really into their whole ninja bag and shit, and that shit carried over in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, because they already had the mask and everything else before. They had it before.
Still wearing scullies, ski masks and shit, and it's 80, 90 degrees outside.
Right.
You know,
like you doing something you ain't got no business. Sweating like a slave discussing freedom.
Shit. Motherfucking exactly. Shit, that should make you want to do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You making me hot. You know how like moms used to say, you making me hot. Looking at you.
Doing in my deep freezer.
Yeah, we can walk around here. Come on.
Get the fuck out of my deep freezer right now.
Look at this.
Why would you get your ass in my deep freezer?
It's hot, Mom.
Where the fuck is my meat at? You took all my fucking meat out of my freezer, Malik.
It was
hot. Put my shit back in my freezer right now. Put it back. Now.
But Mom, you told me I could turn on the AC.
I don't give a fuck. That don't mean get in my deep freezer, Malik.
It's that hot.
Oh.
Now, this is like a double segue right here, because this kind of speaks to what we were saying earlier about like women talking crazy to their kids and shit. Like, you know, all right, it's so hot that this brother took his meat out. You know what I'm saying? And that very well might be inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? but I assure you, though, that type of language with your children is inappropriate also. Like, this young boy might not be the sharpest knife in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? But he had the right idea in terms of getting cold or getting cool, right? Now he said something he said he asked his mom to cut the AC on. So he's not allowed to cut the AC on, right? Now think about how that could be detrimental, you know, in a situation where it's excessive heat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that this young boy did the right thing by getting in the freezer and taking the meat out. I don't even think this is a real video. I think that because honestly, if she came in the room, the first thing that she would have saw was all of the fucking the meat on the couch. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you would have seen. So how you skip the meat in the couch and see him sitting in the cooler, I don't know, because that's like a whole scene right there. You know what I'm saying? But so I think this might have been staged situation, but all in all, it does speak to a problem that we all aware of. You know, children should not be talked to like that. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be treated like punks. They shouldn't be, especially young boys, they shouldn't be getting punked. Definitely by women. They shouldn't be getting punked by women. You know, because it's not hard to assume or, you know, to see rather that a young boy who gets punked by his mom could go on to be punked by his wife if he even gets to that point. If he's able to acquire, you know, a wife. You know what I'm saying? So, children shouldn't be getting cursed at by their moms. They shouldn't be called punk bitches and all kind of crazy shit. Like, you know, we see all this crazy shit. But, hey, man, look, it is that hot outside, you know. But, you know, these people playing their heart, you know. But, you know, for what it's worth, I think this was like some comedy shit. You know what I mean? I think you got frozen, yo. I can't hear you if you there. So, whatever. But, you know, there's a lot of crazy shit going on, you know, with motherfuckers. Like, You know, people is just crazy as shit. Relationship shit going crazy. Man, this shit dumb. I don't even see how it's this much emphasis on like relationships given the circumstances. If your relationship is not built around surviving rough times and working together and compromising, I mean coming up during these economic times, struggles or whatever, then it's like, man, it's like y'all in your own way. Both of y'all, all of y'all is in the way. You know what I mean? If you're not trying to be healthy and shit like that, tripping. You worried still in la la land, worried about the wrong shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that shit is crazy, man. Like how you behind enemy lines, playing games, fraternizing with people that this is crazy as shit. Misrepresenting us in the news and everywhere we see us at, you know what I mean? Now, what is this right here? I got this clip right here. What is this? I don't even know what that is. I gotta run through that. But I got a couple clips right here. Some shit that I want, shit that I've been pointing out. The crazy shit in the news. The psyops. The dysfunction. Amongst our people and what it all means. The symbolism, the attacks. Just like I was saying, like right here, like earlier, we were saying how these people take a liking, to these people that ain't no good. You know, these people take a liking to our sisters, right? So look at this shit right here that's buzzing around. We're just gonna go through some of these stories that's on Instagram and Facebook that I collected, and
behind me here is a billboard right that used to stand in Johnston County, North Carolina, until the late 1970s. And I want to talk to you about a little town that's inside of Johnston County, and that town is the name of Kinley. See, back on June 2nd, the town of Kinley hired a new town manager, and her name was Justine Jones. Miss Jones just happens to be an educated black woman who has worked as the town manager of several different towns all around the United States. But yesterday, the town of Kinley said, hold the fuck up. And the entire police department, the city clerk, and the utilities clerk all resigned from their jobs and said that this new town manager had created a toxic work environment that was so toxic they could no longer continue to.
All right.
Wow.
We're just gonna use this imagery right here, so you get the point of what they say. Video is kind of choppy. Give the quality. We got to figure out what's the video quality for optimum playback, right? But let's this black woman, like I said, they take a liking to these sisters, right? And they put them in positions of power, positions, that look like positions of power, but not really. Definitely positions that they would be reluctant to put brothers in, because they know, obviously, and no disrespect, but they know brothers are more resilient in that regard. They feel more comfortable, and they feel like that they have a better control over systems. You know what I'm saying? So, especially like these ones that that try to be like them. Like you see, you notice that the sister down here got the weave. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be surprised if she got the weave and she's laid up with Steve. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised. But that's usually how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So obviously these people that's in North Carolina, they not they it would obviously the rhetoric would be, I'm not working under some black lady, and it probably would be some more flavorful choice words would be probably be said there, but these people, they was like, no, we're not working under sister. You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of people were saying, I've seen a lot of people saying, oh well, this is an opportunity for us to take over the town, because then all she gotta do is just hire a whole bunch of black people. Now that would be all well and good, but consider this: the town still has to do what it do, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
town still has to get money from people. Oh, my fault. Let me get you in there. Matter of
Well,
fact, hold on real quick. Let me move this bar
yep.
because I don't
All
want
right.
to cut the lady head off. Shit. So
Right,
let me
right, for sure.
move my little graphic thing real quick. Hold on. I
Mm-hmm.
want her face shown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's this the wrong backdrop too? Hold on. Let me change that too.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong backdrop. Yeah, yeah, it's the wrong
Struggle
backdrop.
streaming at its finest. Hey, we making it happen.
Confetti. All right, boom. So we got that
Tools.
out of there. So all right, Alpha Dime
Right.
Mega Supreme, aka Galactus. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mm-hmm.
but this sister right here. Notice she got that wet and wavy. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like her shit. Look like
Mm-hmm.
somebody else shit. So that's a stamp for a lot of these
Right.
Jones. And it don't mean that she don't got knowledge
Mm-hmm.
of self. It don't mean that she's dating Steve. That those things are not definite. But I wouldn't be surprised. That's just what I'm saying. So I'm not trying to cut this woman off at the knees. I don't know her from a can of paint. She might really very well be a good woman and a good person. But I'm
Right.
just pointing out this as the protocol that they use. So even like when you see the girl who is a speaker, what is it? She's I don't know what the term is, but basically she speaks on behalf of the White House and the Biden administration. Now, I want to just point out two things here. That the white girl Jen Psaki, right? She had red hair, right? And they decided that they wanted to get a black girl for whatever reason. Jen Psaki said she's going to MSNBC or whatever. So I forget what the black girl name is, but isn't it interesting that the black girl got red hair too? So they had to have somebody with red hair, whether they was white or black. You know what I'm saying? But that's a side note. But I I want to just point out here with this situation that they saying that this could be an opportunity for people to take over this city, right? Take over this town, rather. You know what I mean? And like I said, the basic functions of the town still have to be met. Cops still got to give out tickets. People still got to get arrested. People still got to get railroaded in court. Tax fines and fees still got to be paid, right? And it's like, is that all well and good because it's black people doing it? I assure you, it's not. Just if we take over this town, if our people was to take over some town that white people abandoned because they refuse to be under some black woman's power, right? If that's the case, then that would suggest that black people would have to then go in and then do all of the fuck shit in that town that they was doing to you know what I mean, that the white people was doing basically, right? Because it's not like you know the system. It's not like the system isn't designed to rape people. It's not designed that way. It's designed to rape people. So you're gonna have to pay this tax. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to somebody gonna have to go to jail. All these different things. Only different thing that matter is that it's black people doing it, and it's under a sister now. Sister is the leader of this, and it's like we get behind that, we can clap, but what does that really mean though? You know what I'm saying? This is an agenda, you know. This is an agenda, and it's the same type of agenda that you know that would put a black woman at the helm of a slave plantation. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, they say they passed laws, for that not to happen anymore because they didn't want these people to get power. But that whole agenda just redefined itself, and and came back through a different way. You know what I'm saying? So even when you think about just a typical date, courting a woman, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm a brother and I'm out here in this society and I'm trying to get a sister, right? I gotta take her to, a restaurant, right? I gotta
Good
spend
night.
money.
Good day.
Gotta do all of these different things that would require me to have finances that
Right.
finances that I would get from a white power structure, because black people
Right.
don't print money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just the whole
Right.
just the whole act of courting a woman, whether she be black, white, polka dot, whatever, it helps the power system, helps the struggle, that helps you know what I'm saying? It further oppresses us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It's all designed that way. Now, women are very intelligent. They're very socially intelligent. So you could fully aware of somebody trying to exploit you. You're fully aware, like, even if I was to glance at a woman's titties for 3 seconds, you know what I'm saying? She sees that. She's aware of that. So you're fully aware of somebody trying to exploit you, somebody taking advantage of you, somebody trying to use you as cannon fodder. You're aware of
Right.
this. But the thing
Right.
is that the tipping point is that, well, if I can benefit from it, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Right? It's the same. It's the same
Mm-hmm.
energy that you allow somebody to buy you a drink that you want to leave. Like, common sense would tell you that if this person buys you a drink, they don't want to leave. So why would you
Mm-hmm.
think? Why don't this person just buy me a drink and just leave? Like, there's a sinister, self-serving, mindset that goes into that. You know what I'm saying? And society has pumped that into people. You know what I'm saying? And just like society has taken a liking more to sisters, they take it a liking more to sisters because women take a liking more to that agenda. You know what I'm saying? How do you can think about it? How do you compete on a planet on a planet in an environment with somebody who, with your human counterpart being, physically stronger than you? You had to develop
Right.
your own skill sets. You had to develop your own strengths. And some of those
Right.
strengths would be deception, manipulation, coercion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are
Right.
the strengths that women have. It's
Mm-hmm.
not physical strength, it's mental strength. So they had to develop their minds to be able to compete with somebody who's physically stronger than them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just something to consider, before we just, try to go on a witch hunt about women and talk about how evil and sinister they are. Because it's not that. That's not the case. It's that people who understand psychology are using women to exploit something in them that they are already good at. It's the same thing. It's the same thing like with Stranger Things and, 11 and Vecna and all of that fly shit, It's the same shit. So these scientists and these
Right.
people say, okay, well, these girls seem to be better at this telekinesis than the boys.
Yep.
So they center their studies around who? The girls. Obviously, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I know some women excuse me, that will run circles around dudes right now and will physically eat them up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, be like out here breaking dudes just because they just not ready, you know what I mean? Because women have been through a lot of shit. So they
Well,
already know hella skills.
right. That is true.
More so.
But
Right. You know what I'm
one
saying?
one thing to consider is that those women are notable because that's rare.
Right.
That's an anomaly. That's not natural, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman's name,
Right.
like, all right, when you think about the physical anatomy of a woman, right?
Right.
Now, now some of these women are like very like voluptuous, curvaceous, and shit like that. Are
Right.
are they, are those women designed to run a 4 and 4 miles in 4 seconds, 40 seconds, or some shit like that?
In
You know what I'm saying?
stilettos, I don't know.
Like, so it's certain things that they're not designed to do. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So even when like some people have like, a disposition to women's like sexual energy, they say, oh, all these girls is being hoes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at when you look at it from a natural aspect, that's what they're designed to you know what I'm saying? Their bodies and their shape is designed in that way. You know what I'm saying? Why else would think about it? Why else would nature design women shaped the way it is? You know what I'm saying? A lot of women are not designed to be out here running and climbing and doing all kind of crazy shit like that. Their skin is real soft. They got voluptuous body parts that need to be like put in a bra or you know what I'm saying, strapped down or secure for them to even do some shit like that. Like imagine a girl with double D's trying to run down the street at top speed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the reality of this, so people don't want to deal with it or not, but it's like, man, like men and women are meant to procreate. Women are meant to
Mm-hmm.
carry babies. You know what I'm saying? So these things are
Mm-hmm.
like, again, like, even though we look at, titties or breasts in a sexual fashion, but we already know that they're designed to feed children. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
so a woman is designed to incubate children and nurse children. That's what nature has designed her for. Nature did not design her to be a firefighter or a security guard or a computer programmer. You know what I'm saying? These are
Mm.
things that we choose to do. This is things that that somebody says women should do, or this is what something, or these are things that women say we want to do, but it's not natural. And it's like, what I'm saying, we get away from the sheer mechanics, the real the nitty gritty of what life is about. You know what I'm saying? Life is about, you can't have
Right. You
life
shouldn't
without
have to.
you can't have life without
Right.
procreation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, to have this mindset that it's like, women is supposed to be doing all this other stuff. It requires additional fabrications or additional lies. It's just like when somebody
Right.
is lying to you and they making up a story, they more lies to make the story work, right? So if
Right.
I
Right. They got to compound that shit.
yeah, so if I tell you that a woman can do anything that a man can do, right?
Yeah.
I got
Right.
got to go and make special inventions for the woman to be able to fulfill those tasks. But naturally, without these tools and inventions, that phrase is not 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not
Eventually, there'll be a
like
woman.
like it's harder to stand behind that phrase without certain inventions and shit. And a lot of those
Mm.
inventions were created by men. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
like that's the reality of it. It's like we're not supposed to be equal.
Excuse me.
Us working together makes things equal. There's certain things that you can do, certain things I can't do. Like remember they had that study with the girls. They made the girls um uh pick up the table, pick up the chair with their back against the wall and bend over and pick up the chair and stand up straight. None of the men could do it. You know why none of the men could do it? Because men's hips are shaped different than women's. You know what I'm saying? With certain ways that they move that we can't move because our bone structures are different. You can't get around that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that much testosterone or pills in the world that's gonna change your bones. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the reality of what's going on here. We got a lot of people living in la la land. You know what I'm saying? So look what else we got here. Now, I wanted to address some things. Somebody was coming at my neck about some shit that I was very upset about. And I had cussed them out. I'm not in the business of cussing people out, but sometimes, especially given the circumstances, I've been getting very angry and shit. Because I've been having a lot of dumb shit going on, and money is scarce, and it's just crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And it's like, people like, that be bothering me on some dumb shit. Like, that should be having me like, just a little on edge. You know what I'm saying? So I had cut somebody out that was talking shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like men and women just want to get along. You know what I'm saying? Black men and women do truly want to get along. You know what I mean? But it's too much instigating in our ears. It's too much Lifetime and TV and drugs and alcohol and whatever else shit that they spraying on us, and indoctrination, all that shit that's happening from all these different flanks that's got us like fucked up in the head and shit. Now, in regards to this shit right here, before I move on to something else, it will it. I'm not trying to shit on this woman. I'm not trying to shit on black people for wanting to come up off of a situation or to turn something bad that was meant to be bad into something good. I would never say anything bad about that. But I'm just saying, in regards to how towns work, how townships work, how cities work, they're designed to fuck somebody over. You know what I'm saying? So unless we break that system, you know what I'm saying, and change that system and make a system that works for the people, just hopping in the driver's seat of the situation is not going to make it better. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, like today, like right now, if they kicked all the black people out of City Hall right here in Philadelphia, I mean, if they kicked all the white people out of City Hall right now, if those black people that come in the City Hall don't do something that's for the people and they just carry on the same shit that's been going on, then they ain't no better. It doesn't matter. I'm for my people all day, but we're not going to make it seem like just because somebody look like us, that automatically means that they're going to do better. Everybody that look like us ain't for us. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but it's true. Everybody that look like us ain't with us for real. You know what I'm saying? Some people got their own agendas. Some people is just using you. You know, they using us, like, you know what I'm saying, to get where they want to get to. And then once they get to where they want to get to, they do this, we know how it go with the politicians. They've been pulling that trick on us for how long? Shit, Malcolm told us that. You know what I mean? Martin told us that. Khaled told us that. So, this been going on for a minute. And it's like, whoever the new list of characters is that's selling you pipe dreams, that's all it is. The Biden administration and all these people. Think about all of the fucking lies that these motherfuckers told you. Oh man, look at this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Look at the this lady. Somebody was saying something to me about me spreading misinformation. I couldn't believe it. I said, you are out of your mind to even think that. You know what I'm saying? And this woman, she was, I don't even know what the hell she was talking about, but she was trying to say that I was spreading misinformation about people, still catching Blovid, even though they got, boosted up and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not me providing medical advice. That's not me doing anything like that. That's just me just looking at what's happening out in the world, looking at talking about what the news is talking about. You know what I'm saying? So look at this video that, I think this Fox News put these clips together. But, some people have done their due diligence, independently also. But, you know what I'm saying? Is it wrong for me to just show you what Fox News is saying?
COVID if you have these vaccinations. Vaccines prevent getting infected, prevent getting sick, prevent your hospitalization.
Our data from the CDC today suggests, that vaccinated people do not carry the virus, don't get sick, and that it's not just in the clinical trials, but it's also in real world data.
Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops. with every vaccinated person. A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus. The virus does not infect them. The virus cannot then use that person to go anywhere else.
There's no excuse. No excuse for anyone being unvaccinated.
Right.
This continues to be a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Right.
So we got to make more progress.
Oh, really?
Right.
It had to put on their windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
You got cancer too now?
Hey, this dude, man, he be rambling on like, that clip could have been taken out of context too, but hey, look, if he went to the Poconos, it very well might be, because we've seen some articles that say that could be one of the things that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Yep, one of the side dishes. One of the side dishes from taking that meal.
Yeah, allegedly, that's a consolation prize. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So,
wow.
And they also saying that if you did have that shit before, that it can bring that shit back, like
Flare up, yeah. Woo. Remission, all that shit.
That shit can bring it back selector. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
Hey, man.
Boom, by that dang. Get all the party started. Mannerisms. Woo. Boy, I tell you. It's ugly like what's under Jason mask. Hey, and one of them good things. See, look, I was able to get a piece of that black tourmaline. Got some of that. Got the shungite. I got a little.
Let people know what you do with that right there. What is that? What's the significance of that? What would that mean to you?
Yeah. Man, it helps with your energy. It helps with the psychological. I learned about that. You said with the black tourmaline, the soda light, the shungite helps block interference.
Yeah, block that radiation. Put them Jones next to your TV, or your smart TV, your computer. Where you put your cell phone at night. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's not next to your bed. Don't get in the bed with that junk.
Right.
I mean, these stones, they help to block and absorb radiation. That's just like how we said earlier. With the cell phone situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, what we got right here? I have some clips right here that I want. Oh, I got a couple joints right here. I want to address. You know what I mean? Just a lot of shit that I seen on Instagram. Shit crazy. Look at this shit right here, man. Allegedly, somebody robbed a church in Brooklyn, right? And this is a nod to a lot of the young boys running around with the face mask on and shit like that, and you know it's quite possible that there was a whole agenda to boost the crime rate and do all of this, so you got young boys running around with ski masks on, and these things is normalized, and then these there's a lot of people that's taking advantage of that. They're doing things, what I'm saying, because they know that they can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They don't look out of place with having a ski mask on. You know what I'm saying? So I want to play this clip that they said allegedly somebody robbed the damn church while I was in session. So, goddamn, you know what I mean? People was crazy as shit, man.
You have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die, what you about to go through. Yo. All right. All right. All right.
They laid everybody down in that joint. Block, nigga. So these niggas are supposed to be robbing the church right here. Hold on, let me move that real quick. I had to just move that shit. I need that up there. See the boy in the back chilling. He just in the back chilling. But these motherfuckers came and robbed the church on a live stream, right? Let's run it back a little bit so you can see the niggas with the mask on. I think the screen was blocking that shit. I gotta go to my remote control. It's my remote control right here. Alright, run it back right here. So homeboy is up here preaching, right? And the gunman is coming in. He sees him. Look, he gonna get down on the ground, and eventually they're gonna come up and they're gonna shoot his pockets. Now I'm assuming that they laying everybody else down in the joint, right? Now this is in Brooklyn allegedly. You know what I'm saying? See the dudes coming in with the mask, and it's like, all right, they can get right outside. I'm not even sure when this happened. This is my first time seeing this. It might have happened today, but again, like just 90 degrees, 80 degrees, 100 degrees, or some shit like that. So it's just it's weird that we've normalized people walking around with hoodies and face masks on, even in 100-degree weather. You know what I'm saying? Even in 100-degree weather, it's crazy. You was muted. Yeah. So even in 100-degree
Right.
weather, we normalize this shit. Look, so look, he getting this shit and he out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised. I
Did you
mean,
see the one where the boy got whooped? The boy
I'm
tried to
not
rob the little Catholic church and he got whooped.
like, no, I ain't see that, but I'm definitely not surprised. You know,
Right.
if there's no honor amongst thieves, then eventually there will be no honor amongst working people, or from thieves to working people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
there used to be a code of conduct, like, all right, if you in the streets, you don't mess with working people, you don't mess with civilians, we only fuck with
Right.
people in our world and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
as times
Right.
get rough and shit, man, this shit go back to some hunter gatherer type 10th century type shit.
Yep. They
When
didn't
people
blur the lines. Yep.
when people just going through and sacking cities and just taking shit from common folk and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this has never happened in history before. People loot great. You know what I'm saying? So it would make you think that people wouldn't loot, or rob a church if they know they got money in it. So
Right.
as this financial downturn gets bigger and worse, and inflation and all these other things, you can expect to see shit like that. You know what I mean? You
Right.
can expect
They're
that
not
all.
explaining. Mm-hmm. That's a given now. They took away all them jobs and didn't say nothing.
Shit, I've been seeing these girls walking up the street. This girl got some big ass feet,
Yeah. What size shoe
Yeah,
you wear?
these girls be wearing like size 10s and shit. Like, damn, I don't know if it's the shoes or what. Like, maybe they just got these like shoe because
Wearing
they got
K-Swiss and shit.
weird shoes nowadays that I guess they make these girls' feet look big or whatever. But they got the
like
weird
Yeezys.
sneakers and sneakers that look like they got like bubbles of balls and shit on them. But
oh wow,
you know, a lot of these girls be looking like their feet is like real big. Now I remember it's crazy because I remember I seen Kevin Samuels talking about, you know, how women, you know, particularly like in the black community are starting to be more and more bigger naturally than the men. So like the young boys be like frail, they be like barely 100 pounds, and then it's like the sisters be like almost 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But like not
6'5",
not always
6'5".
Some, and they don't even be fluffy like that. Or sometimes you be solid, like, you know, and be heavy. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely see a lot of skinny, scrawny young boys walking around with the super tight pants on and shit. Like, you know, it is kind of crazy. It's like, damn, it's like, you know, it's natural for like a male counterpart of a species to be bigger. That's natural.
Right.
You know, you can find that anywhere in nature, that the male will be bigger. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it now
unless
like
you took a couple of unnatural situations.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting up to. That in some unnatural situations that's occurring, that's resulting in, you know, our people having bigger women than men, and that's like that's perfect for somebody who wants to permanently oppress you. That's absolutely perfect. Oh, they could. That's almost like they ordered that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't did if they went to take steps to, you know, make sure that
Get a generation.
That our people have more women and that our women are bigger. You know what I'm saying? The same way they did with chickens, right?
Right.
Speaking of chickens,
Hey, my grandmother was bigger than my grandpa.
Speaking of chickens ain't even fucking real and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look at this
people got sued.
Right? I'm gonna segue into that. You know what I'm saying?
Sharing quotes and taking notes.
That it was a crossbreed between an African jungle fowl and a buzzard or a vulture. Was not a natural bird.
Right.
That it was a crossbreed between an African jungle fowl.
Is that shit like coming out?
And a buzzard.
Yep, it sounds like it's stuttering. Yep.
Or a vulture.
It is stuttering.
I was
do that.
Right.
Let me take this off. All right. Bear with me one second. And let me throw this on.
Right. Hey, I'm here with you.
Because
That's a classic, bro.
It's like something to do with the video quality, or maybe it's the bandwidth or something. I'm not sure. But
Right.
Struggle streaming. Struggle streaming at its finest.
Hey, support, like, subscribe.
Yeah, so we can get better situations.
Emphasis on support.
Stop playing, man. So better situations. We're gonna do it. Anyway. I mean, if you want, we're gonna do it anyway.
Right.
If you do it faster, you can help out.
Right. Man. Everybody wants to sound like the voice of God.
God. The chicken was not a natural bird.
Like you're probably hearing Morgan Freeman's voice.
Between an African jungle fowl and a buzzard or a vulture. I was shocked. See, the buzzard eats everything and anything, and it had the most incredible tasting meat on the earth. Because it ate everything. It had every flavor built into its flesh. Because you are what you eat, so the buzzard was what it ate. Everything. The African jungle fowl only ate grain, and it also ate food that was.
Did that shit cut off or what?
Yeah, it just did right now.
I'm gonna play
the African jungle fowl.
Was not a
we'll try it one
time. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That it was a crossbreed.
We're an hour and a half into it.
Between
we can get to the
African jungle fowl.
Try one.
And a buzzard.
That shit was playing. Seemed like it was playing better on the other side.
I was shocked.
Like this shit, they just stopped playing all together.
Was not a natural bird.
Is it playing?
Mm-hmm.
That it was a crossbreed.
They played for a second, then they just
an African jungle fowl.
Okay, I think
and
that's
a buzzard or a vulture.
Why is it so low?
I was shocked. See, the buzzard eats everything and anything, and it had the most incredible tasting meat on the earth. Because it ate everything. It had every flavor built into its flesh. Because you are what you eat, so the buzzard was what it ate. Everything. The African jungle fowl only ate grain, and it also ate food that was left over in the villages in Africa. But it wasn't afraid of humans. So it wasn't domesticated, but it wasn't afraid. But its meat tasted terrible. So they figured that it was very hard to catch the vulture and eat him. This was way back in the days. But if they took a jungle fowl and a vulture and somehow got them to go out on a date, that they would come up with a brand new bird, the chicken. Well, the chicken was an albino bird that does not live in nature by itself. You'll never find a chicken anywhere in the world running around. Only on farms. You have to change the biochemistry of things that are natural. The chicken is not natural. It doesn't run away. It doesn't fight for itself. The turkey is natural. The turkey fights. In fact, the turkey will break its eggs. That's why you don't see turkey eggs at the grocery store. They can't get to them. Okay?
You are chicken.
Right.
Because you don't fight for it.
Unnatural animal.
So is it a coincidence that, you know, that they say black people love chicken, fried chicken, and all this chicken shit, and they feed black people chicken? I guess the hope that we will become chicken, like Chicken Man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Les Brown. But you know, think about it, man.
Yep.
Black people love fried chicken.
Right.
That's not even a natural animal. So when did we start loving fried chicken? See, you see, now you start to see
pig.
the manufacturing and the people behind the veil handcrafting what they want for you. Chicken is not even a natural animal. So how the fuck black people love chicken and we the oldest people on the planet and we eat chicken?
Right. And rice and coffee and what's the other white object? Sugar. Right.
I want to play this clip right here in reference to damn, I'm right here.
There I go.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I'm in Cali.
She got the motherfucking say no, but all right, look, where was he at? So, you know, these people is getting you know, lying loose. They fast and loose with information. You know, oh my God, we out here swirling with the shits. Okay, all right, so
okay.
Yeah,
I understand that the science says the vaccine.
They stop lying.
Okay.
I'm triple vax, still got COVID. You're triple vax, still got COVID. Why is the president still referring to this as a pandemic of the unvaccinated. The president updates his languages sometimes to be more reflective of the fact that people who are triple vaccinated are catching and spreading COVID.
Now they say that's not true, right? I was lying about that. Or they say, oh, first they said, well, I edited the video, and I did edit the video. I cut out the part when Jen Psaki was fucking lying. I cut that shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like what the fuck?
Right.
Somebody hasn't done their fucking homework. And it's like, man, at this point, you don't even have to do your homework because these people is just it's like, the lies are just coming to surface. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The lie, it's like we don't even got to say shit no more. We told you these things already.
Right. We got evidence. You can't delete our evidence. Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I just don't understand sometimes, man. I don't understand people sometimes. But I
We got pachyderms in the room.
Right. Oh yeah, let me throw this up real quick. Hold up. John right here she got the TLC jeans on and shit.
Oh shit.
TLC Jones. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with the TLC jeans though. At least she ain't got like rather hoish,
Attire.
Right.
It wasn't in lingerie. Hey, why this girl had on some biker short?
You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Right.
Hey, folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
And when people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected.
Dr. Fauci says he has COVID again.
If you've done the right thing and gotten vaccinated, you deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19. And this morning, I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well.
With 3 doses that you can prevent it not just from serious illness, but from getting this virus, this Omicron variant, and therefore giving it to others.
Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews is in quarantine for 7 days after testing positive to COVID.
So I'm fully vaccinated. It gives me some comfort.
Anthony Albanese has just tested positive for coronavirus.
Having received 2 doses of AstraZeneca, it's a very effective vaccine, protection from symptomatic illness and therefore risk of transmission to others.
Is that misinformation? Am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, and I'm not providing medical advice or nothing like that. I'm just pointing out what the news is pointing out. The news networks are making these videos and pointing these things out.
Right.
It's crazy, man. This shit is fucking crazy out here, man. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. What is this here? Hold on. Look at that, oh my fucking God. Look at this shit right here. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta take this off here real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, for sure. Struggle streaming.
I remember what they said about the buzzard and the African fowl. How they made the chicken, and they were saying how you are what you eat. And shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, just keep that phrase in mind. You are what you eat. While looking at this clip right here that I'm waiting to load up. It's on its way up. I assume so.
Right.
Let me get something. I probably gotta take something off of here first. Hold on. Yeah, too much stuff up in there. All right, now I'm gonna try it again. Hold on. Yeah, but keep that phrase "you are what you eat" in mind. You know what I mean? Now, you always hear that shit. Now, I would assume there is some validity to that. You know what I mean? A lot more than a lot of people would want it to be. You know?
Right. You want it to be. It don't make it that way.
I'm gonna put this on mute because we don't need the
audio. Yeah, for sure. Right, I got you.
So this is the surface of a hot dog that he's looking at. See the shit
Right.
in there? Like this is inside the surface, like microscope status. Like little bugs and shit crawling around
Right.
inside the hot dog, yo.
Right. Inside the casing.
Look.
Oh man.
Under the microscope. Now look. See shit in there moving
Whoa.
around?
Ooh.
What
Ain't
the
right.
Shouldn't even be giving motherfucking dogs either.
Yep.
You know
Exactly. Yep.
You know,
That's why I see what I eat.
we got the campaign of making your own dog food and giving you the remedies and shit.
Right.
You know, take care of the dog.
Right.
The more people in
Yep.
the hospital, and that means the animals too. The more the fuck the vet, all that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now,
Yep.
you know, he's like they be trying to like push us to eat like processed food and shit. Now I'm speaking to black people here. You know, now I don't know who this was designed for, or they say it was designed for parents. But I'm asking what's wrong with this question. What's
Right.
wrong with this commercial right here?
For the win-win.
What's wrong with this commercial?
Mm.
You want to take a wild guess? You want to take a wild guess? You ready? Come on, take a guess. Take one guess. What's wrong with this commercial?
Mm-hmm.
You done? You're not going to try?
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Black
Don't
people
even get it.
eat fucking Kraft. We don't eat Kraft mac and cheese.
Nope.
Now I don't know
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck they trying to convey. Maybe they were saying that this child is being unruly, talking about they ain't eating the food and she chasing the kid around the house trying to make the kid eat the food. Yeah, that's probably
Right.
what they. But what I'm saying is black people don't eat fucking Kraft mac and cheese, yo.
No, my sister don't pull shit about nobody.
You got us fucked up by even putting us in them dumbass commercials like we eat. Look at the damn. Let me run this. Rewind this shit real quick. They got this little girl like she eating the best thing in the fucking world or some shit. Look at this shit. That's it. Right here. I move it up a little bit. Look at her face. Look at the little black girl face, man. You would think that she was like eating some real macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut it out. Now, and I told you how they all of these Jones they all be caping towards black women. You know what I'm saying? And it's like only when they trying to sell black women something do they love your hair, right?
Right.
There's no
Right.
time that they love your hair when they trying to sell you something. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, who is the people who made you go out and go and change your hair texture in the first place? White people. These people made you do this.
Mm-hmm.
Who made you feel bad about yourself, unsure about yourself, told you that you weren't allowed to wear your hair like this at work, made you get a perm. You know what I'm saying? And then turn around.
Right. Made your
What?
No, I was gonna say a perm make their hair curly and then make your hair straight. Details. Well, I say temporary like a perm.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. But you know that. But you
Yep.
know. But just focus on, well, you know what we talking about here with this whole
right
attack on the image of black women, just to turn around and try to. They attack and chiseled away at black women image so much so that you even had sisters out here not even wanting their butt. They wanted to get rid of the butt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they playing
Breast Productions.
Playing Simon Says. So 1 minute they tell you that your features are nasty and ugly, then they turn around and say your features are good and shit. So a lot of us spend a great deal of time trying to become white women, trying to look like white women, just for these people to turn around
Who've been trying to look like them.
Yeah, try to resell you your image back to you. Anytime you see his sister on TV, anytime you see her on TV, just like how they got the girl, the press secretary, they make sure that you know she's a black woman. They make sure you know.
Right.
They make get her that kinky black people hair. You know, the hair that they go so hard to hide. Show them with that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Jay-Z
braid some of that shit.
Remember when Jay-Z's daughter was growing her hair out and they said, why you don't do that little girl hair? Y'all got all
right. They were saying
look at the little girl hair now. Look at her hair now. Beautiful hair. Beautiful hair. Because they let the hair grow. They knew what the fuck they was doing. Now the girl don't need to go and get no fucking yaki and extensions and all the other little nonsense that y'all be getting up in your fucking head. Just to turn around and have somebody put your image back to you. Now it's cool to have hair because white people say so. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Somebody trying to your image back to you, and it's cool for you to look like this now. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't cool for how long? It wasn't cool for decades. You got generations of black women who destroyed their hair. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to fit in with the ugly duckling syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
So they can work at Macy's. And work at these other little places so they can compete and wear slutty outfits.
It's a black woman
look like,
in Istanbul, Turkey. There was a whole group waiting to take pictures with me.
Let me cut this. I need the fuck out of here.
Can I send?
Hold up.
Hey? I don't like when people touch my hair.
More pictures.
You heard what she said?
Everyone was so nice to me.
I
really felt like a celebrity. They must have taken over 100 photos.
Right.
Ghana girl. More and more photos. I had a whole crowd line up to take photos.
Fresh. They appreciate her beauty. Or she looks like a freak. Either way.
I was starting to feel day as a black woman in.
Man, some of these people, man, can't trust what they. It's like, man, they could be, especially when people are speaking a different language around you, they could be making a mockery of you.
Right. Right, that's what I'm saying. You got two things. Either they really like you or they just saying, look at this fucking freak.
But
Mm-hmm.
But
Black is beautiful.
When people
let us reiterate
out their way to make black people feel uncomfortable in their own skin. They made ads, they made movies about you. People chased you up and down the block. The kids made
literally.
They give you a hard time at your job. So in every step of your life, from generation to generation to generation to generation, they made you feel bad about how you look, the texture of your hair, all these things, right? And then you simply just go around the world and leave out of this fucking prison, this mental prison. You see how people is looking at you in a glorified way. Like God, like the gods have come back. You know what I'm saying? That's how they looking at you. You know what I'm saying? It's something to consider, man. When you playing monkey see, monkey musical chairs and shit, you know, with this with like what said he say this Cro Magnum. You know what I'm saying? This Cro Magnum, you know, it's crazy, man. You know, and you know, and if you're down for the cause, you know, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Righteous.
Gotta be down for the cause. You can't be appalled and you ain't doing nothing to like undo these wrongs. If you ain't doing nothing, if you just turning a blind eye to the system and shit, then yeah, I hope that you are offended. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because your silence is also that's a.
Now look, this girl is in Turkey, you know, being treated like a celebrity. Now look at this sister right here in America. Look how she's being treated, right? What is this? Did your browser have trouble? This had files invalid. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up, boy.
They keep us struggle streaming.
Shout out to Struggle Streaming, StreamYard. You know, smash that like button. You know, share this video. Don't just share it. Don't like the video. Share the video. Share the video with somebody that you don't like. Share the video with your ex that you try to a fucking bridge, the reason to fucking talk to. You know, share a relative, somebody who owe you some money. You know, make it seem like you ain't. You know, just share it. Share the shit. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share the video. You know what I'm saying? Tell somebody about it. Share the channel. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Right. Share the site. Share the platform.
Sign up with the website. Signing up with the website.
Yes.
OpenENT.com. Because the YouTubes and all that, that shit ain't setting. But sign up on the website. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You want to hear this uncut? You want to hear us talking about things even more so that matter? Just imagine, this is just the edited version. This is us trying to be respectful of not trying to get deleted.
So we got the video queued up. My fault to cut you off.
All right. It's good. No, it's shit.
We're
sharing Earth.
Just finish your statement so we can play the video.
Oh, yeah. No, we just saying that, you know, we trying to keep this going for generations after us, not just us. And, you know what I mean? We talk about how it got taken down.
Right. Most definitely. And, you know, so sign up for on the website. You know, go to the website.
Right. Sign up 4 times up.
YouTubes and all that is cool. You know, share the video to bring awareness. It's all about getting to the website. Get them to the Greek. Get your ass to the website. You know what I mean?
Right. Most definitely. One of the things is think about those Faraday bags and shit. The fact that you ain't had to use it yet.
What? Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
What is your problem? I didn't do anything to you. I would be better if somebody watches because he's getting aggressive with me and I'm scared.
You're aggressive and scared. Okay, I'm standing over here.
You're quiet now, but you were just screaming at me for no reason. I don't care. I don't care. You get the country and he got away because you got a badge. I don't care. He pulled out his firearm and he got mad because I told him to put it away.
Firearm because the male who was driving the car was concealing his right hand from our view.
The whole time I told them 4 times there's no weapons in the car and there's no shit. In the car there's nothing to be. I told, bro, can you pull over please? I just want to make sure I make it home alive, you know, to my family.
You get an Oscar for the acting job that you're putting on.
You should know what's going on. It's your people.
Exactly what's going on.
Sir, stop talking to me like that.
And false statements.
I'm not making false statements. I'm saying my point of view.
Relax and sit tight.
Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. You guys, yesterday I literally seen 4 white officers attack a black dude, and I literally posted it on TikTok. This is what you go through for being black, because we weren't wearing seatbelts. But you have a firearm out because we weren't wearing seatbelts. And he's been screaming at me the whole time, so I just hope you guys know that. A firearm, he had a gun in my face, a gun in my face.
It's unbelievable.
I don't want to stop recording, but I need to call my mom. I don't have another.
This is unbelievable.
That's sad,
how
but these people think that because they have badges, they could talk to us any kind of way. I have freedom of speech. I have my rights.
It's like, what the fuck? Seriously, you know what I'm saying?
Mama, do me a favor. Step out of the car real quick. You keep your camera on. That's fine.
That man's not coming near me, right? The one that was screaming at me, he can't come near me.
Go to a different country and be treated like a superstar. And right here, right?
No, I just came from work. Okay.
And usually they don't even be.
I swear he comes up to the car with his gun in my face. You know how you approach a car, put your hand on your weapon, not in somebody's face, and then he's screaming at me the whole time. I got it on recording, so I want his badge number and his name.
All right, 7909. That's over back. I'm 9305, Officer Rivera, which I'm the arresting officer. Okay.
And 56577.
Right.
They put people on pedestals
You can take the
and all.
car.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's definitely a shame what's happened to the sister, but think of how it's more effective. It's more effective for them to actually prop her up, to destroy the family, because it's like if they can take the woman out the family, then the family collapses in on itself. You know what I mean? So if they get the woman in the mindset, that's what the whole feminist agenda was about. Getting the woman in the mindset to basically, be a herald for this system. You know what I'm saying? Go out and get the money. Go out and spend the money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of businesses and shit gear their sales pitch to women because
economy. Yep.
Yeah. Go boost the economy. You know what I mean? So all of that shit, like I said earlier, with the dating and all the little trinkets and shit that we go out and buy and shit, all that shit, it keeps our relationships together. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of times,
It destroys them
in the system. You know what I'm saying? Now look at this clip right where this boy asks he asks these people about their relationship. Now maybe I should play it on the other side. I don't know if it's gonna play over here. Got hold on. I think I got too much shit up here. Let's take this down.
He'll be right back. In the meantime, between time, man, shout out to eating, water, staying hydrated, especially during this heated season. It's hot as shit. So if you're not staying hydrated, it's bad on you. Stay drinking at least a gallon of water a day. Keeps all them extra sicknesses.
Myself and shit. I ain't know what the hell.
All that stuff away.
I took myself. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
He took himself out.
Yeah, because I got
to make yourself.
I got too much shit up on here.
Right.
I was trying to get everything off.
He's like, let me get me off of here. Nigga, this is too much.
I was in my own way.
That too is not talked about enough in our community. Sometimes people need to get out their own way in order to be successful.
Right. And it's like, the name of this shit is who are the real ops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get into
Let
that.
us address that.
Before we put it out, because we who the real ops is. It's not the niggas up the block. It's not the niggas from the other projects, or somebody wearing a different color. It's these people that instigate and poke and pride at us all day, all night, all the time. These people who treat our women and like prizes, consolation prizes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they call women booty. They call women's backside booty. You know what I'm saying? Booty is stolen goods. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these people are the real ops. You know what you already know that. You know what I'm saying? But somewhere along the line, somebody convince you that, oh well, these people here, well, these are your ops too. No, man. You only got one set of ops. You got one set of ops. You know what I'm saying? But let me play this clip real quick. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me get into this real quick. You know,
just today, like 4 hours ago. Okay, and do you guys know each other's body count? Yes. No. Okay. Body count, no. That's irrelevant. Is it? Yes, past is the past. Like, this is my future. Are you willing to admit it right now?
9.
9?
Damn.
Uh-huh.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
All right, now, all right. Is that really bad? Is that really bad? That is his boo had 9 people. Is that bad?
She had 9 bodies.
Yeah, they said. Yeah, that's what they said.
Hey,
I actually thought that clip was a different clip, but it played, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it. You know what I mean? I thought it was something else though. Honestly, it was supposed to be in context what we was talking about. It is what it is though. Struggle streaming. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? You see the Cash App up there. Hit the Cash App. You know what I mean? FDMG. Shout out to Umar, man. You know, fucking they released that Wakanda Forever trailer the other day. I think it was yesterday. You know, I think the girl is going to be his sister is going to be like the new Black Panther and shit. Did you see that shit? I don't know. I don't got the clip. At least I don't think so. I don't see it here. No, I don't got the clip. But what is this? Let's see what this is right here.
No cry. No woman, no cry.
Well, I'll be.
Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I
say. Back. You see?
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given it?
It's kind of offensive.
They pushing that agenda, man.
Hey, as much as they really lied to us, that really is foul right now. You guys are still lying. They have not told our people what the fuck's going on right now, and that's offensive.
All the symbolism.
Right. They got people even thinking that this shit's gonna be remotely close to this shit, bro. Like, they got people still believing in princesses and shit. Like, nah, bro.
Women.
That brother died under questionable circumstances. I don't think you need to sacrifice him like that. CGI? Oh God. Wow.
So in the first movie, it was like a gender war, right? It was the men versus the women, and the white boy had to come in, save the day and shit. You know what I'm saying? So the real hero is the white, the ship out of the John and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the first movie, you know. So then, you know,
they literally got rid of the Black Panther.
So like the Black Panther was about the symbolism in that movie was about having black people, same shit that they did with Coming to America Part 2. Same shit, same agenda was saying blacks was basically trying to create a rift between Africans in the continent and black people in America. You know what I'm saying? So basically they to Africans on the continent, like how they always have said to black people all over the world, you can't trust these black people in America because they're gonna do X, Y, and Z to you. They shady, they can't be trusted, they this and that. They've always done this movie puts Killmonger, who is a black man from America, against T'Challa, who is an African from the continent, and it's his people versus his people, and they show how this nigga, this African American, comes in here and he messes things up, right? You know, and of course we know that word is a good word, and these people try to use it as a bad word because the word actually means divinity. You know what I'm saying? It's a positive word, but you know these use that as a bad word. Just had to clear that up. But you know, shout out to SETI who did a whole dissertation on that video. There's another video that you can watch too, Africans in Asia. You know what I'm saying? That's a good job. You know, but anyway, you know, they had this whole, you know, situation, the beef between the Americans and the people in the States. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the continent, right? So now, matter of fact, right after that movie, you know, Black Panther dies fighting with the Avengers. You know, the Avengers come and say, "Hey, to help," and then they go and then he gets, you know, turned to the dust by Thanos and shit. Now, to my recollection, I think that he did come back in part
CGI?
2, but I don't think so though. But you know what I'm saying? But see, the thing is that in between that timeline, this dude had passed away from cancer allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now
that he told nobody about.
Right, that he ain't tell nobody about. But he did make this statement right here. You know, and when he was talking when he
are like ready to see this movie. They're buying the tickets. It's nuts. I mean, how does that feel to know that they love this film so much?
It's great, but I'm dead. So I can't answer any questions about that.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to give us a spoiler or anything like that?
I'm dead.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm dead.
No, we're not ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
But I am. I'm dead.
That's a little spooky if you ask me, cuz. How many times is a coincidence possible before it's mathematically impossible, man? Yo, his pot, like, are y'all telling me that he telling me that he got cancer, right? And he's about to die. and he was like going to die any day now. He never told anybody about this. But him being a superhero who a lot of cancer patients, a lot of kids that be cancer patients that want to see superheroes in the in the
Especially
hospital.
black ones.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wouldn't step into that role. His publicist or his
No.
manager, his none of them people suggested that to him, and I guess he turned all of them.
His
And
handlers. Right.
none of those people had any statements to make after his passing to say, well, try to convince him to. None of those people made any statements either, right?
No,
So,
not even to that effect.
for what it's worth, he just wanted to keep this shit completely secret, and then he just up and died, right?
Right.
So, how we explain him saying this? How we explain this posture right here? How we explain? Does this man look like he about to be sick and die? Right
Nope.
here.
From something? No, not at all.
So,
No.
why is he saying that
Not
he's?
no.
Why is he saying he's dead? Why? What does that mean? Does that mean your time as an actor or on the limelight and the stage is done, and now you served your purpose and they something else?
They done with you?
Who
Yep. Your
knows?
character was not to live through another.
Maybe some of these people are not like what we consider to be dead. Maybe dead is something else. Maybe that's code for something else. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
We've
But this,
lost a lot of
like,
people to dead.
yeah, this is spooky right here. That this man is just like, yeah, I'm dead. Look at his
I'm dead.
face.
I ain't gonna be here. Right.
Anything?
I'm dead.
No, we're not ready for you to be dead,
But
Chadwick.
I am. I'm dead.
What?
Nah.
And what is this right here? And even though I didn't mean to do that, but what is this right here? What is this little like? Is
The
this like some?
symbolism.
Is it like
Purple
no?
with the red.
But it's like some MK Ultra like, they flashing colors into your face or some shit. Like, what was the graphic for? What was that for? Why couldn't it just fade to black?
Right.
It's like it's a lot of this shit is like, man, when you dip into psychology and study psychology, a lot of these things you question. Okay, why are you flashing these things on the screen? All right, I already know what your agenda is with these TV shows and the whole television itself. I already know your agenda. You know what I'm saying? So I know you trying to flash shit in my face and brainwash me and get me to believe something. And this is the part of the way that you do it. I already know that. So that's why I question what is these little rectangles that you flash on the screen every time you cut to another screen. You know what I'm saying? What are these colors that you showing me and shit? You know what I'm saying? Just like we know that blue, just like we know the color blue is a color that is associated with truth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
this is your true blue friend, right? You ever heard that somebody say that before?
Right.
So
Yep.
people start.
And who are those people hugging in the background?
Oh, I don't know. They just they are at it.
No,
They are no, but they are at a some event right there. So you know what I mean. Who knows?
Right. But there's nothing in the photo that don't belong there. You know what I mean? Like saying that part, that them glasses might connect to something else that go in the background. Yeah, but they be doing shit like that. We be digesting all them things. You know what I mean? Just to let you know, we observant. So you ain't gonna just slide nothing past us. You did.
Yeah, but we're definitely not taking shots in the dark.
Right. Most definitely.
No, you know what I mean.
Right. Even if that is a 5 head.
What is this?
Mm-hmm. Crickets. They're just now coming out here. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the 2 time zones. And that's one thing that we don't understand about the struggle streaming, that we really are in Philadelphia. It may seem like we might be next door to each other, but we are streaming in 3 different directions as we streaming in 12 different directions. Mm-hmm. Tapping in, sharing quotes and taking notes. Never start doing this thing for likes or votes. But do sign up. 4 times up. 2 hours and almost 15 minutes into it. We've been sharing quotes and taking notes.
I got like 1 or 2 Jones that we can do before we get out of here, man. I mean, it is like it's like 3:33 over here.
See, yep, and we had 12:33 here.
So I guess I got 2, huh? So it's 3:33. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
we 250. You know what I mean?
Right.
Live from the 215, nigga.
There it is there. Whatever happened to that guy? The Muppet. From 215.
Oh, Peanut? You talking about Peanut?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. And there was that Kermit the Frog. But it's none of my business.
You're probably still doing this thing, though. Shout out to Peanut 215.
Right.
The puppet master. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was trying to fix my head real quick. I had a hair situation going on. But let me play this little clip right here. I want to try to keep things in feng shui, you know. So in reference to some police activity that we was looking at, the girl got pulled over, mistreated, I want to just kind of highlight some of this heightened totalitarian situations that's going on and people's responses to it. We kind of looked at that a little bit. I'm just trying to
screw up the scenario.
Oh man, I'm trying to charge my I'm trying to start charge my Segway. Getting tired, man. So I'm getting in bed. Trying to get that bed. It's crazy because days be going by so damn fast and shit. Like, crazy.
Released an audio recording from April. He says the conversation is between him and Dobbins, who at the time was his police chief. Hooker accuses Dobbins of creating a stressful and toxic work environment.
I just got to the point where you're not doing the people right, you're not doing me right, so therefore let me expose you for what you are, who you are. And that's how it happened.
We obtained the audio. In the recording, Hooker says you can hear Dobbins using the N-word.
Let me explain something to you. Come on. You're going to get in some in the street, and there's only going to be one man fighting for you. All right? Yeah. That's going to be me. Okay? Don't ever ruin that. All right? Because these other they'll let you fry. Okay?
As well as him speaking about people he's shot and killed as an officer.
I've killed 13 men in my career. Okay? Ooh. Justified. Huh? Ooh. In my career, I have shot and killed in the line of duty 13 different people.
You shot so many?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Justified, bro.
Okay.
Ask around. Hey, they ain't gonna tell you no. Got a big corn shootout, man. A cornfield over there. Jimmy Dale Thomas, he worked it. Justified, bro. I shot that 119 times. Okay? I don't give a if you kill a with a cold blood.
Do it right.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yep.
I will articulate to fix the problem. And I'm the only man in the business here that's smart enough to do it, I promise you.
But that's not all. Hooker says Dobbins also made negative comments towards the LGBTQ community.
I don't talk queers. I don't talk. I ain't got nothing for you.
Comments that many are calling disgraceful. Officer Robert Lee Hooker released an.
So the comment about him shooting niggas is not disgraceful? Is the comment about
but what's
is the comment about was more disgraceful? You see how these people play games, even when it's like they trying to cape for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? They still play games with you.
Right.
So we see more and more who the fucking ops are. Now, what the hell did these young
Right.
boys here in the hood be talking about? You know, they got ops and shit, and they ops look like them. Their ops, you went to school with these motherfuckers, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all like all the same shit, basically. You eat the same food at the cookout, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
how some way
Right.
you found a way to be at odds with people who look like you, walk like you, talk like you, dress like
Right.
you, got the same phone as you. You
I heard.
know what I'm saying?
Right. I heard a 14-year-old girl this morning say, "I thought the ops was the cops." I'm just saying. It's like man, damn. Does it make it? How much more obvious does it take for somebody else to not know that once you get older that does not change? Anybody that's oppressing your situation should be the look. And for anything, I don't have any opposition. I have opportunities.
Right.
Because even these so-called ops is an opportunity for me to learn something from that mistake. Because obviously, if they don't like me, it's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Ops are opportunities. Come on over to Pope and ENT. Change your ops to opportunities. That's the only kind of issue you might have is how many opportunities you can gain from this. That's the only ops we working with.
Jobs that you should be, putting that much energy into. You know,
Right. Any energy into.
I seen a boy fucking
Sometimes you
try to shoot his baby mom and shit because he thought the ops was knocking on his door. Like, and of course, this more than likely was a skit, but it's a joke about something that's really a problem. You know what I'm saying?
right. Right. Because
So it's
I seen some girl get beat down in the hallway because the boyfriend. I mean, she tried to set up her boyfriend, and he found out about the shit. So he first time he seen, he whooped her ass for trying to get him set up, and that by the so-called ops. Anybody's your ops. Anybody who want to see you doing dirt bad, they want to see you doing worse than you are, can become your ops. And 9 times out of 10, it's the closest people to you because they the only ones who know what you truly got. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I mean, that's what it's looking like right here. And people in their relationships, them is your ops. The ones who live with you and don't want to see you doing better than they are. Shit. If y'all don't want to see each other do it together, y'all should be opportunity to leave each other, not opportunity to do somebody else in. Ops is what these people is doing, and they the closest people to you. Getting backstabbed don't never happen from your ops, from the opposition. You know what I'm saying? That comes from people close to you because they're close enough to get to your back. Let's know this now. Let's bring that math up. You know what I mean? People don't. I don't fear an enemy. I actually don't even have any more enemies. Except for stupid people. And
look
that's
like
not
if your enemies look like you, then you your own enemy.
right. You can't look in the mirror without saying like it's something to do with something that look like me. Shit, let me change that. Where was the miscommunication? The only op is the opportunity for you to change the.
Seriously, I fucking like it. Look at this dumb nigga. Look at him.
Yo, motherfuckers is retarded out here in the streets, man. God damn, yo. Listen, man, stop doing dumb shit that get you blasted. Now, I seen a lot lately. Cops
Right.
being video, being like assaulted, basically. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't doing
Right.
nothing.
Yep.
Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that shit look crazy as shit. That somebody would even play with their life like that. One shit to these motherfuckers. But I've seen at least 3 videos in recent, not even just long, just in July. You know what I'm saying? Of people attacking cops and the cops not doing nothing back. It's crazy. I would say don't try it at home. That's what I would say. Because I don't want nobody to be. Definitely don't want to be responsible for. And it's like, man, like, look at a lot of this. It don't fit with this whole heightened police state. type situation that they doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe maybe the cops is like, fuck it. I don't, you know what I mean? They don't want to do their job. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they seem like they about ready to start replacing cops. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen this got this clip
they got drones.
Yeah, look at this clip right here where it's like they got this one of them robot.
Yep.
Well, now why would they do this? Take about bring somebody in the it's crazy. The robot, they're putting robot. I don't know if y'all remember that Black Mirror, and it was called, and a metalhead in that video game show called Bandersnatch, right? And it was some predictive programming, predicated malevolence programmed right into the game and shit. You know what I mean? They show you how in the 80s they was developing this video game called Metalhead, right? And then, you know, I'm gonna do a little dissertation on this, you know, as we wrap this one up. But I'm gonna touch on that probably later soon. But you know, this John, they did a video game called Metalhead in the 80s, and then another episode of Black Mirror was the episode called Metalhead. You know what I'm saying? And the episode was dated in the future, and everything that was happening in the video game from the 80s, a Metalhead was playing out in the actual timeline in the 21st century. Real spooky shit, man. You know what I'm saying? What are they planning to do? In the shit, needless to say, Metalhead looked just like this. Just like this pistol gripping robot dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
People not paying
Couple
attention.
of sidekicks of
People not paying attention. You don't even know who your ops are. And it's like shit like that, with shit like this robot dog shit, you really don't know who your ops are. You don't know what they look like. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they come around corners quicker than a cat licks their ass.
Right.
Yeah. You didn't hear that coming. It don't sound like hella keys and hella boots and shit hitting the ground. They come by afterwards. And you know they got drones that follow the side of the police cars. That's what they really want to implement. Drones. They already take your temperature. You dig what I'm talking about? They're like this. We can just use them. They got them on street corners now. They got bulbs on street corners to where they don't even need to look at the corner. They know who fucked up over there. Ain't no peeling off and getting on the freeway. They made sure it's traffic on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Like on a Truman.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Shit is really being.
My fault. Did you get chopped or something happen? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Where the fuck is this clip at? Well, I got two more videos that I want to play. Maybe three. But I got 2 points that I want to make, rather. One, you know, people are stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? We trying to help doing that. We trying to help to do away with that, you know. And, you know, a lot of people is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna just play this crazy clip right here that really has no explanation. You know, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I don't know why somebody would do this, but apparently it looks to me as if this woman was like assaulting this dude's car like she was Chun-Li in Street Fighter. And she used her arm, I'm guessing is like a crowbar or an attempt to keep the door ajar, or maybe for stability as he navigated the highway. I'm not quite sure what was that agreed upon. Like I'm confused to the max, to the pro max, But I'm really like wondering how this girl's arm is not like broken. That shit look crazy. Like I had to like look at that shit like a couple times because I couldn't quite understand what was happening with her arm. You know what I'm saying? Look at the arm. Look at her arm in there. Let me move this shit out the way real quick. Hold on. Not yet. We need to put it in there yet. Hold on. All right. Let me move that. Boom. Look at her arm.
All right.
Yo.
Whoop. Hey. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me put this back up.
All right. All right.
Look at her arm in the fucking door, yo. Now, the thing is, disgusting this dude because why would you slam on her arm and then pull off? Like, all right, how do you explain this going down the street if you see a cop? How do you like? Come
Yep.
on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like, and I'm not trying to say that she's at fault or he's at fault. If anything, they both at fault because it's like, yo, what the fuck kind of dumb shit? You know,
Mm-hmm.
the simple fact that you knowingly shut the door on her arm, and it's like he almost slammed it a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying. Now, needless to say, this woman is crazy. You know what I'm saying? She's crazy as
What?
hell. You know why she like
Mm-hmm.
crawls on top of a car? We might not never know.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is the arm. She saw the door closing, and she put her arm there. Why?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody help me to understand this, why? Why did she do this?
Oh yeah, that's her.
It's just like almost like I was looking
Mm-hmm.
at Terminator or something, a cyborg or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
Like, and
This is
it's
gonna
like
turn to metal.
there was no budge. Like she look at her arm was just look. No. But arm, dog. These motherfuckers is turning into fucking Vexville, man. This is Vexville. This is crazy. Is this rational behavior? What you think? I'm not using that. Fuck that. What is this? Yo, man, motherfuckers is crazy as shit, yo. And we're gonna wrap this up in a little bit, because I really do want to go get in the bed. I'm tired, for real, for real. It's just so much crazy shit. Like I got a lot of crazy material right here. Okay, so I think I'll do. Yep. You know what? I know what I'm going to do here. I just want to point out some crazy things. That might be random. They might not be. In reference to that door, right? That door situation. I'm just want to play this. I don't know really what the beef was between those two. The brother and the sister. But I do want to say that a lot of this shit can be worked out if we just listen to one another's. You know what I'm saying? And, there's a lot of misconception about. It's crazy because this video actually that I'm about to play right here is on point in so many ways because I was like drawing an issue with this whole word submission, and I'm like, you know, um, it's kind of crazy how that word submission kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, especially for women. Like submission is like somebody like lording over you or trying to make you force you to do something or you scared of them or some shit like that. And it's like I know about me, I don't know about y'all, but me, that's not what I want from a sister. I don't want a woman to be submissive. I don't want to lord over her or dominate over her to the point that she's like, yes, dear, and doing all of this. That's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to play this clip in reference to that shit right here. That this brother was saying in a very comedic, eloquent way, that I might not be able to. But, I will be one day.
We just want women who listen. We don't want you to obey. We want you to listen. If I say duck, I don't want you to say why, because now you got shot. We in the hospital. Bitch, I said duck.
Hey, like he said, just gotta listen, and if we can listen to each other, then maybe we won't be busting up each other car shields and windshields and all this kind of crazy shit. But it requires for a lot of people, especially the sisters, because this whole shit is designed for y'all to be unruly and shit like that. It's not, the way I feel is just what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? When I'm researching, so they want women to be unruly. They want, they want you to have this idea that nobody can check you and you can say what you want to people. You know what I mean? And that's not something that the rest of the women around the world do. So it kind of makes you like, known for trouble. You know what I'm saying? The mouthy black woman. So it's like, people is like literally trying to make you to be like, bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, evil, not a good choice. A headache. You know what I'm saying? So even when a black woman being the most beautiful woman in the world, bar none, still the least married because there's a lot of things that people just choose not to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And it's not beneficial to anybody. You know? So wanna in reference to, this whole shit, we're gonna sign out. I got one more. Matter of fact, two. I got two more videos I want to play. What is this here? I'm not playing. That's Drake, not ass. All right. So I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna just close with this right here. These people, they be playing us out in a major way. You know what I'm saying? And You know, just look at this motherfucking jerk off right here. You know, being a jerk. You know, letting you know who the ops are. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. There we go. I'm ready to go.
Alexandria Hayden.
Listen, counsel, with the overturning of Roe versus Wade, what is happening now is you are limiting what I can do with my vagina. First of all, you dictated where I could take a number 2. You try to tell me that, oh, I couldn't go in a woman's dressing room. But now you have Governor Abbott saying that I can't have an abortion. I can have an abortion. You have to take your hands off my vagina right now. You do not own my uterus. The uterus is mine. It is a clump of cells in there. We need to take that clump of cells and destroy it like this paper. Just take the clump because it has no life. It has no meaning. That's what is inside my body. But Governor Abbott is trying to get inside here and trying to dictate what you're doing with my body. You don't know my body. Governor Abbott doesn't know my body. I deserve same access to an abortion. You know that. I know that. I want an abortion now, and I want it right now and then. That's what I want. I want an abortion. You don't control my uterus. You're trying to say I can't get an abortion. That is a crime. I want to clump of cells in my uterus, and you're trying to stop me. And you know what? I get raped all the time. I'm very sexy. People put some in my drink all the time, and then you don't know what happened to them. I deserve
Fucking white.
same access.
Okay. Show yourself, though. So, I'm just gonna pause this right here, and I'm gonna close with this. Who are the ops? These motherfuckers right here are the ops, because you know they never miss an opportunity to disrespect you. Now, with this dude doing all of this crazy shit, right? Keep in mind that black women only get 40% of the abortions in this country. White people is getting them abortions. So why he didn't come in there dressed like a soccer mom? Why he had to get a dashiki? Why he had to get a head wrap, right? So it's like you saying all these crazy things and making all these erroneous statements, you know, and of course we know that there's a lot of there's a lot of women saying crazy things. Sadly, a lot of sisters saying crazy things. But for this dude to come in dressed as the minority, right, on this subject and riffing and making a mockery, you know, it speaks to their real true intention. Their real true intention is to constantly, relentlessly, always attack our people. You know what I'm saying? So these people, even though when you think, you know, when a lot of truth is said and just, and all these other things going on and distractions and all this shit, these people is never missing the opportunity to try to make you look bad, right? Who helped them with the head wrap? Where you get the dashiki from, right? What the hell did this shit got to do with sisters, right? But he had to come in there dressed like a sister to, you know what I'm saying, to push this whole situation that is a white people situation. Remember what Trump said? Remember what Trump and them said? They said this is a win for white America, right? A white win. So why he ain't coming there dressed like Karen? Why he ain't coming there with a pantsuit on or some high waist jeans with the double platinum in the back? You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't coming with some pro kids on with the mop top, you know, dirty blonde? You know what I'm saying? You know, think about that, you know? It's a lot of bullshit going on, man. You know, these motherfuckers is the ops. It is what it is. You know, get the fuck out of here, man. Ashe, peace and benedictions. You know, if you come across vital information, it's your obligation to share it with the nation. You know what I mean? Truth is undefeated. It's better to know something than to mean it. Truth is undefeated. You know what I mean? Peace and benedictions. Only you can prevent cognitive dissonance. We out. Oh shit, the nigga tried it. Can you believe this?
Ghost. 6 in the morning, I'm lighting up. I can see what I'm saying, ready for what? Tearing cipher, it tightens up. So you niggas should tighten up. Or you niggas should brighten up. He a hype beast, but he ain't a beast to hype enough. It's kinda funny how a saying goes. And when you travel, yeah, the saying goes. We used to hustle on the gravel, but now we in the air, cause you know the promoters paying, yo. A long way from the old life. I played the stove on the cold nights. Had the big pot of water in it. A new world, no order in it. Crossing the line, no borders in it. It was summer when I thought of winter. I was losing when I thought of winning. I was praying when I thought of sinning. I just started when I thought of ending. Then I seen a snake and I thought of venom. I see the mic and I fade the shit. I just do it like my favorite kicks. I sold crack back in 86. I was only 12, goddamn, that's some crazy shit. I was outside any weather, y'all. Any weather. I play the phone, what's the weather, dog? Is it the leather or the feather, dogs? Let a nigga know the smoke spot that we headed for. Ghost, yeah.